And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're down to the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. A game behind. Now the starting group for the visitors. Visit out there with the Wizard. And it's the Wizard. Then there's Carr. And it's Cooper in at center. They've got Brooks. Visit out there with Williams. And it's the Wizard. And it's the Wizard in at the 2. We're a good ways into the season at this point, Tim, and most of the quality teams now have found their flow, don't you think?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, lineups for the most part are set. Rotations have found their way for coaching staffs. You know exactly how you're going to try to play every night. The teams that are struggling to this point probably have some bigger issues behind the scenes.
But you can have the same names on the jersey, but every season, am I right, is different.
Every locker room is different, every supporting cast, and even the vibe of every season has a different feel to it.
4 on the shot clock. Coffee can't get it to go. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's the Wizard. Brooks down low. A Wizard with the rebound. Carr the pass to Coffee. And here's Carr. First quarter, just over a minute played. Nice D from Brooks. Here's the Wizard. Carr covering. The Wizard passes to Brooks. The rebound by Cooper.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's Coffee. Over Brooks. Coffee can't get it to go. Brooks outside. To the Wizard. Brooks outside. Again the miss by Brooks. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. From the arc. They get it again. The kick out to Williams. Now here's Brooks. From downtown, Brooks can't get that one to fall.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Offensive rebound. Cooper. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
To the paint. And the dunk by Carr.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Brooks outside. Here's the Wizard. He has yet to score. The Wizard with the rebound. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Coffey. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Carr inside. And now a look at the point guards who have been taking matters into their own hands this past month. These are the top scorers at their position. And you look at the Wizard, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will. And, of course, the Wizard doing just as much.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
Well, they certainly embody what's expected from a modern point guard. Scoring is a fundamental part of the job now.
The Wizard, he's checked in for the Wizard. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the 3rd. Here's the Wizard. Last game out, he had 14. Pass to the Wizard. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard.
Number 9.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. Now Brooks. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The Wizard can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Cooper. The Wizard, it's good on the putback.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
There's the Wizard. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Brooks with the bounce pass. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Clock at 6. Here's the Wizard on the wing, Williams. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Coffey, still without a basket. Pass to Carr. Here's the Wizard. Carr, the pass to the Wizard. Here's Coffey, a 3-ball. A Wizard with the rebound.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
From deep, Brooks. It's rebounded by Carr.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Wizard is checked in for the Wizard. Here's Copeland. It's an 8-point differential. Pass to Brooks. Can they get it? And it's Glenn with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The Wizard passes to McCullough. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Here's Copeland. The Wizard passes to Williams. Over Ward. Off the left rim and out.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers that's about as good a job as you can do.
Pass to Coffee. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Brooks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The three. Tough night continues. Shooting a woeful 1 for 9.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Tries to save it. And how about we check the numbers for him?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Scotty's checked in for the Wizard. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Copeland dishes to Williams. Williams, a screen on Scott. Wilkins outside. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. Wilkins, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
The Wizard passes to McCullough. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fears. And slam dunk by Fears.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Watson, he's checked in for Williams. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Here's Copeland. Nothing on the board. Wilkins kicks to Watson. The Wizard passes to Wilkins. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Copeland. And Fears pulls it down. In this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there.
Assistant, Glenn.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Here's McCullough. Pass to Glenn. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Walton's checked in for McCullough. Here's Copeland. To the middle. Here's the Wizard. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Wizard out there with the Wizard. Then it's the Wizard. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Watson in at the four-man position. They've got Walton. Fears is out there with the Wizard. Then there's Carr. And it's Ward in at the center, filling out the middle. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That's his first foul.
Coming on the floor for the away team, number 16, Jordan.
Here's Glenn. Hasn't made one yet. And Scott has it in the corner. Pass to Fear. Just 4 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. They've got Wilkins. Wizard out there with the Wizard. And it's the Wizard. And it's Watson in at the power forward position. Here's the Wizard, defended by Scott. The Wizard, nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. The Wizard's got his second basket of the game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Ward out there with Carr. And it's the Wizard. Then it's Fears. And it's Scott in its small forward. A nice shot by Fears.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hope on the pass to the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Over to the left wing. Now Watson. Here's the Wizard. Outside Wilkins. And it's Glenn with the rebound. Being at a decent 44% clip here. Down low. Here's Carr. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's the Wizard, defended by Scott. Back to Watson. Out to the right wing. 13 feet away. Wilkins, no good. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Carr. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific. The Wizard, he's checked in for Scott.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Copeland the pass to Williams. Here's Copeland. Outside Williams. Pass to the Wizard. Looking for Wilkins. He gets it there. Over Ward. Wilkins with another miss.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
And here's Carr. Here's Fears. Here is Carr. He's guarded by Williams. Williams against Carr. Pass to Glenn. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. Here's the Wizard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Copeland. Now here's Williams. Here's the Wizard. To the inside. To end the cold streak. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's Coffee. Scoreless thus far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
On the wing, Williams. Clark covering, and Williams throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Brooks checked in for the Wizard. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And that one falls for Williams. Here's Coffee. Here's the screen. Pass to the Wizard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Wizard, he's checked in for the Wizard. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. Stolen by Brooks. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Inside. And Williams throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Coffee passes to Carr. To the wing right side. To the inside. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 4th rebound in this one. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. To the right side. Pass to the Wizard. Left side, Williams. On the wing, Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. The shot from 20 feet away. No good. Shot missing. Well, 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Cooper, the pass to Coffee. No good from outside.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Here's the Wizard. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. The Wizard's got his second basket of the night. And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Ford, he's checked in for Carr.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ward. Still yet to score. Here's Coffey. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Brooks, the pass to the Wizard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. Good on the shot. The Wizards got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
To the paint. Here's Ward. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Brooks outside. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Coffey. Gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And the shot goes in.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Pass to the Wizard. Now Williams. Here's the Wizard. On the wing. The rebound by Cooper. Cooper's got his 5th rebound in this one. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Here's Coffey. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Ward. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizard passes to Ward. Here's the Wizard. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's the Wizard. 11 points last game. Here's the Wizard. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
With how this offense has performed, they should be up even more. Well-balanced attack.
Yeah, it's hard for a defense to take things away when you do a bunch of things well.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by the Wizard.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, the key is to be in an attack mindset but still play under control. When you do that, good things tend to happen.
31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Williams is out there with the Wizard. Then it's Brooks. Then it's the Wizard. And it's the Wizard and the 3-spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Tries the spin move. Coffey. A Wizard with the rebound. The Wizards got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Brooks. Outside Williams. Here's the Wizard. Carr covering. The Wizard can't hit. Thing has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's the Wizard. A Wizard with the rebound. Brooks outside. There's the pick. The Wizard passes to Brooks. Here's the Wizard. He's guarded by Cooper. And it's blocked. Here's Coffey. Brooks covering. To the middle. Here's the Wizard. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Brooks outside. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the dunk by Brooks. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Coffey. Brooks covering. Here's the Wizard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. The Wizards got 4 points this quarter. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Brooks the pass to the Wizard. Back to Brooks. Six to shoot. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. No good that time. Pass to Coffey. Over Brooks. And Coffey gets it to go. Coffey's got 6. 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Brooks. Count that one. 10 points for him.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's the Wizard. 6 points for him. Count it. Good.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
First team foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
First team foul.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Here's the Wizard. Fades back. The rebound by Cooper. Cooper's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brooks on the double team. Here's Cooper. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Pass to the Wizard. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Coffey. Brooks covering. Yep, it counts. That's now 8 points for the Wizard.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brooks outside. And too long on the shot.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Here's Cooper over to the wing. Pass to the Wizard. And here's Coffee. 5 on the clock. Here's Coffee from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Coffee's got 11.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Wizard is checked in for the Wizards. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Outside Williams, after the Wizard. Brooks outside. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Coffee passes to the Wizard with the fadeaway. The Wizard with the rebound. The Wizard's got 5 rebounds tonight. After the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Poke loose. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Kevin, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Coffee. Here's Fears. Here's Coffee. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Brooks with it. Fears covering. Brooks the pass to the Wizard. That's short off the rim. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Down low. Here's Ward. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Brooks. Out to the right wing. To end the run. That one misses. Being right around 46% from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Coffee. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. To the wing right side. The Wizard passes to Carr. Here's Coffee. Off target from three-point range. Brooks up on top. He's got 10. After the Wizard. 46 seconds left in the third. Now Brooks can't nail the jumper.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Here's the Wizard. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's the Wizard. There's a good screen. Pass to Brooks. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's in there. Brooks has got 9 points now in just the second half. The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 9. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Carr is out there with Scott. Then there's Ward. Then it's Spears. And it's the Wizard in at the shooting guard. Here is Carr. Glenn passes to the Wizard. Picked him clean. And here comes the break. And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
Changing his quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
One shot.
That free throw good from Wilkins. The ball at 42%. Pass to Ward. Here's Glenn. And that one is stuffed right through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Basket counts.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Carr. So the wing on the left. Now, here's Scott. Carr with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. Wilkins grabs the miss. Wilkins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Team foul. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Glenn passes to Carr. Over Williams. Carr, no good. Carr's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Noble in the pass to the Wizard. To the middle. Here's Copeland. Pass to Williams. Here's the Wizard. Nice D from Scott. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now Fears. Now Carr. Misses the layup. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Wizard can't hit. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside, Scott. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
And so here's the home team. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Carr against Williams. Out left to the wing. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Wilkins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Wizards checked in for Scott. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Wilkins, no good on the free throw.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Fears has it in the corner. Pass to Glenn. To the paint. Here's Coffey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Second personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for two, Brooks.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. The Wizard, he's checked in for the Wizard. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's Coffey. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
At the line for two, number 17.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Fears. Here's Coffey. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Here's Copeland. Wilkins outside. Pass to Brooks. Pocket 6. Back to Wilkins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 9 points for the Wizard.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
A crossover. Coffey can't get it to go. shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Brooks outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Home team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
Here's Coffey. Carr, and the dunk by Carr.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Outside Williams. Back to Brooks. Fast break, here they come. And here we go. The Wizard can't hit.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Outside Williams. Al Brooks. A 17-footer. He nails the jump shot.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
And they're running. All right, here's Williams. Here's the Wizard. Brooks outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Another chance. That's tipped. And they'll get another chance. Now Williams. Al Brooks finally gets it to go.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Here's Coffey. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, terrific plays right there. Great strip to finish through the contact.
This situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Brooks down low. Oh, softly lays it in.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's the Wizard. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. And he banks the layup in.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Brooks down low.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the layup is off. And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul.
The first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, you're going to have to play this out. Take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Beyond the arc. Not that time. It won't go. Here's Coffee. And And so the road team gets the W in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother me. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the Wizard.